with Rico and Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
You feel that?
Ooh.
Yeah. Cause you feel that? Yeah, because
Yeah.
we do. We do. It's savage. Grabe. When it comes to, Kayla, when it comes to procrastinating, this guy doesn't do it. When it comes to getting your dreams, reaching for it, yeah, this guy's done it. Pandemic times, what is that? An opportunity to record a full album, start a music career, release 20 singles, maybe even 30 all at the same time.
Wow.
In a span of 2 years. This is his third time on the show. In fairness, may lamp na yung background niya. Asenso na. Please welcome back on the program, ladies and gentlemen. He gave us a hit, of course, makasama, but he does have something new. It's none other than Lucas Miguel. Hey, man.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
How you been? What's been keeping you busy?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks for noticing my lamp. Yeah, it's new. Yeah, I've been super busy with college and orgs and just making more music. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been here again. So yeah, super excited to be here.
Yeah, and I mean, well, this is my first time joining the interview that, you're joining us here. So, ako naman, I wanted to kind of pick your brain of how you went into the process of all of your music creation during the pandemic.
Mhm.
What gave you inspiration?
I think I've mentioned previously from past interviews that like I started making music out of like boredom, and a lot of the music that I did now or recently was really just inspired from friends, like yung mga kwento nila madalas doon nanggagaling. And so yeah, it really comes from there. And then recently I've been starting to write for myself, and like just because at first I didn't know if it felt a little too vulnerable for me to put out music that was based on my actual life and stuff like that. And now I'm slowly starting to do that, and it's feeling good. I've been getting a lot of support, and yeah.
And with the musical process of what you do, of course, is storytelling. The way you did it, it was during a time when everything stopped and you have so much to share. Now that work is back or school is back for you, you're going through your your org activities and all that. How does that change the songwriting? Is it still the same feel, or is it mas mahirap na ba ngayon na para bang, okay, I got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of ideas now crossing my head.
Yeah. For me, honestly, like at first, like writing songs during the pandemic was more of like a coping mechanism to kind of get me along the pandemic and just give me something to do. And now it's more of like it's kind of like it's a way for me to rest from everything that's going on. Because you do get busy, you tend to like when you're not really doing anything, you tend to do what you love to do, and so it kind of developed through the pandemic, and then from there now it's something that I do out of like just for passion. And yeah, it's kind of like my resting mode is to just come up with lyrics and start writing.
And for Lucas, for you, I remember our last interview was that it was supposed to be your first show, and medyo na-tense ka na parang it's your first time to go back on stage ever to perform these songs.
Yeah.
Out of your bedroom, out of the house recording safe space that you have. Can you take us through that moment when you had your first show back, or this is the first ever, because you are one of those guys who created a completely different career, having your song Makasama, such a big song here at the Monster. How has life changed, and how was that show?
Well, honestly, I mean, it changed in a way where I kind of started to feel that people were listening. And when I got the news that it charted here on Monster, I I didn't know how to feel at that time because it never happened to me. Like my work is being streamed by people I don't even know. So it was very strange. Like wow, people could relate to this. It's kind of weird. But from then on, I started. I just kept writing songs, and a lot of people. Di naman alat, grabe. Yabang. No, like so from some people from time to time would be like, "Hey, you're the guy who wrote Makasama," or "I really like your song." So yeah, it feels good to get some recognition and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's good.
And I mean, you mentioned that you never thought that your song could chart. This is really something that you just never imagined. I mean, when you create your music, like what are your goals that you have in mind? What is
Mm,
it that keeps you going?
I think for me, like when I started writing, for example, sa Makasama, I didn't really know what to expect.
Mhm.
I didn't think it would get into radio in the first place. And then um, with the song that I made now, I kind of didn't want to expect at all. Like I kind of wanted to be like um I wanted it to be like something I could just share with people that I knew cared about my music
Mhm.
and with the people who kind of supported me along the way. So I just wanted it to be for them, about them and for myself as well because the song that I wrote which is called Mapasaya is
Mhm.
a little close to home and it stems from some experience from my end and some experience from my friends and kind of just put together and yeah it felt like this is more of just me trying to get used to writing about myself.
And Lucas, was there ever a moment na may lumapit sa'yo na para bang, "Sige Lucas, pwede." Kasi yung tanong may lumapit na ba sa'yo, "Pwede ba kami makasama?" May lalapit lang sa'yo, "Uy, sige Lucas, pwede." Puwedeng-pwede. May gumanon na ba?
Wala, hinihintay ko pa eh. No, wala pa.
Wala pa, wala pa. Pero
Unfortunately,
what's the
wala pa.
inspiration behind that song? Alam mo yung, they do say that it's a handful of great songs in probably a decade or in a year. For me,
Mm.
Makasama is the top 10, the top 10 songs of the great songs of the last
Oh.
2 years that we have heard here. Especially with this, it's being constructed so well. Ano inspiration behind it?
Um, well, the inspiration for that song is it really started as kind of like a marriage song, but
Mhm.
not really. It was about like asking somebody for so much, and if they're
Mhm.
willing to give that to you, and if they're willing to commit to you as you're willing to commit to them. And I felt like a lot of the times, growing up, that's not something you really think about when you think about, uy, parang may crush ako or parang gusto ko ng jowa, parang ganun.
Mhm.
And it made me want to write about just how heavy a relationship can be and um how worthwhile it can be if you really take the risk. And that song is about kind of asking somebody if they're willing to take a risk with you. So it's a very yeah, it's a very anxious yet romantic song. So yeah.
And it's really rare that there are guys or people like you that's still around that still believes in fairy tale love, in unconditional love. At maraming salamat, man. Because now
Mm.
everybody plays safe. You have all these dating apps, all this stuff that people take it, alam mo yung parang as a joke, ano lang, palibangan lang. But for you, it gives us guys, you girls, ladies, that oh man, naiyak ako, sorry. Yung song kasi sobrang ganda playing in the background. Yung fairy tale ending, that there is a happy ending, a happily ever after. There is
Mm,
love at the end of what we see online. And
yeah.
salamat. Salamat for
Mhm.
the song, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's like I mean, for me, like, syempre, wala pa akong significant, other or something. But, uh, cause, okay, my favorite, one of my guilty pleasures is rom-coms, like
Hmm.
early 2000s to 90s rom-coms.
We
And
can
it's
see
like,
that.
yeah. So,
Your songs.
so that's kind of where like a lot of my, inspiration, I guess, comes from, is that like imagining you're in a 90s rom-com or something like that, and then like I wonder how you'd be feeling, where you wake up every day and it's kind of like the sun's shining, and all that kind of contrasts from how things are now, which are like kind of, on and off and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I guess in a way it is some kind of escapism or something like that. But
Huh.
it really is, that's I kind of tend to, you know lean to the more positive side of things, and it kind of helps me get along more. So yeah.
Kayla, wala
Mhm.
pang jowa yan, nakita mo. What
Oo
more,
nga.
pag nagka-jowa yan, tapos na heartbreak, I could imagine the
Nako.
song that he will write.
That's true. That's true. And actually, I mean, speaking of songs that you are writing, so
Mhm.
you have just released Mapasaya.
Yeah.
So maybe you could tell us a little bit about that, and then also I'm curious, what is your favorite line in the song?
Oh man. Actually, Mapasaya was a song that I wrote with one of my best friends, Kim Dunhill, and is it was also produced by Gian Salazar from Just Like Us, the band.
Mhm.
And we kind of all came together, and we wanted to write a song about something, like we wanted to contrast Makasama, because Makasama was very romantic, but there was a hint of like unsureness, unsettlement or something. And so for with Mapasaya, we wanted something to be like, okay, we there's a happy ever after with Makasama, or it's kind of an open book, right? But with
Mhm.
Mapasaya, we wanted to be like, what if it didn't go right? Like all that love for nothing. And so we wrote the song about how it's kind of it's a breakup song, but from the perspective of the person who's gonna break up with you. So it's kind of like, it hurts. I have to do this. I know I'm gonna be like the bad person of the
Of it
situation.
all, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's something I have to do for the benefit of both of us. And like um the I guess one of my favorite lines is like, hangad ko lang mapasaya ka, which is like, that's like all I all I all I really wanted was to make you happy. And since this thing that we have is not really doing that, then I don't want this to, keep tearing us down and stuff like that. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's kind of like the whole thing of the of the of the song.
Alam mo, Tuloy Saga, narinig ko na kay Tuloy Saga yung linya na yan,
Oo
eh.
nga 'no. That's true,
Sabing
that's true, that's
sabi.
true.
And to actually see it at the point of view of a person calling off a relationship,
Hmm.
sobrang galing. Good job,
Mhm,
man.
mhm.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? It is a natural born story. Dude, this is funny. Sabi ni Dave Rafael Nicolas Lim, please, lokohin nyo na si Lucas para marami pa mga salis.
Oh no!
Oh my
Wag
god.
naman, please. Grabe, baka hindi na ako makasulat. Oh,
I
joke.
mean, with the songwriting and the songs being heard on the radio, and you have so many of the streams and everything. How has life changed for you with your daily life? I mean, being a student
Hmm.
and all that. Dating life. Are you dating someone now? Are you seeing someone now? Has the person heard the songs you're making?
Um, right now I'm not really seeing anybody. I don't think I am. I'm not really seeing anybody. Um, but I, I don't know. I'm just enjoying college life, since we're slowly going back to face to face, starting to meet all kinds of people, different types of people. It's kind of like just enjoying the moment, and naisip ko nga, like, what if magka-jowa ako para lang ma-inspiration pag nag-break kami, ganun. But then I was like, what am I talking about?
Oh,
So
Tawag
yeah,
dyan,
it was.
it's called the muse. You
God.
know.
I was like, never mind. Yeah.
Speaking of meeting someone, if the time came that you were to meet someone, what are things that you're looking for? Does she have to be a musician?
Um. Oh Okay. I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons why I don't really have anyone yet, because I don't really know what I want yet. I don't really know what I'm looking for yet. I guess, obviously, the very obvious ones. She has to be nice. She has to be funny.
Mhm.
Um.
Maputi,
Uh.
maitim, tas a skin complexion, tas
No. No. No.
may
Doesn't
dalawa akong
matter.
kilala dito sa Monster, you know? So you have,
Wow.
you're both like that, same exact person,
Really?
both
Oh no.
single.
No. No. Hey. Well. You can't really be picky. You know what I mean? Because you know. but yeah. Anybody who's breathing. No, I'm just kidding. Just I guess somebody who's nice and who knows how to um you know just be a good person. I guess. I think I
Mm.
have a long way. I have a long way to go to really. I have some time to figure it out. To figure out what I'm looking for, and I think that's a good thing because I don't want to. I don't want to rush into something that I don't really. I don't really. I'm fully involved in or fully down to be in. It's. I
Mhm.
think
Mm.
especially with the pandemic, I don't mean to get too deep, but especially with the pandemic, like,
Ay,
a lot of
naghihintay
time.
kaming lahat, nakikinig kaming lahat, wag kang mag-alala.
Okay, okay. Like a lot of the things in the pandemic, a lot of time has been wasted, a lot of things you miss out on. And then it goes the same way for a relationship that you don't really want to be in, or in a relationship that isn't really working for you. You do miss out on a lot. You do waste a lot of time just trying to make it work. And yeah. So
Hey, Lucas, many are tuned in. They are stuck in traffic. If you could write a
Mhm.
song now about traffic, what would be the song right now at this very moment?
uh mm, I would write a song about how you're stuck
Kahit
in
chorus lang,
traffic.
kahit chorus. Kahit chorus.
Ay, nako, kakantahin ko ba? Ah,
Oh!
shucks, grabe. Let's see. Okay. I'm stuck in traffic, but it's fine because I'm with you right by my side. Hey. I don't know. That's all I can think of right now.
Hey,
Um,
okay.
Good start. Like
Start.
it.
thank
Pwede na,
you.
konting kape na lang sa gilid. Oh, di
Oo,
ba?
oo.
It's a jingle for a coffee company. Hey, man, you know what?
Yeah. Come on,
Now,
coffee companies, hit me
Lucas,
up.
as we get to know you more, with the release of your songs and everything, just, here on the show, we like to ask random questions. Do you
Mm.
have any secret talent that not a lot of people know?
Oh my
Do you
god.
have any secret human tricks that you could bend this, that,
Human
that?
tricks. Human tricks. Uh okay, okay. I don't know if this will translate, but well, I don't really want to talk about it too much no, but I think it's good no that Lucas Miguel is here on the show no, and I don't really mind. I mean, wala naman akong ginagawa dito no, but I think okay lang naman. I think he deserves to be in this interview no. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I don't. That was so stupid.
That's a pretty good impersonation.
Thank
So,
you.
so,
Let's go.
pwede na, pwede na. Sabi ni
Pwede
Izzy,
na.
oh, pwede na. Nakakainis daw yung isa. Please, 10 out of 10 would pull my car to listen to freestyle Lucas Miguel traffic song any time of the day. Now in store, I mean, we know that you have a new song. This is the song that you're hearing in the background. But any more in store for you for the release for the 2022? At the end of it, are you releasing? Are you gonna have a show for parang concert? Christmas
Mm,
season?
ooh, that's a good question. Hey, I mean, whatever happens, happens. I guess. Like, there's no definite plan
Mhm.
for any shows just yet. But I will be having shows in the coming months, probably maybe next year. Who knows? Um, maybe baka mag-perform ako sa labas ng UP Fair, habang naghihintay yung mga tao. I don't know. Like, just busk
When you
outside or
perform
something.
live, ba? Do you have a full band with you, or is it just you and your guitar, like a Ed Sheeran controlling the whole stadium kind of
Well,
feel?
currently right now, it's just me. It's just me. There's no bands yet, but the long term goal, the dream of mine is to have an actual band and to kind of like really bring out the sound of what the song really is and what the song really was kind of arranged to be. And I feel like it's good to have a song that sounds good with just the guitar. That means you really made a good song and it works just fine with one instrument. But I really really love to have like a full band with me the next time I perform. So yeah.
Hmm. And I mean, speaking of future plans, is there any dream collaborations that you can manifest today? Let's manifest it.
Oh, um, okay. I'm manifesting that my first gig, a lot of people will show up. Hopefully,
Hmm.
hopefully, that's what I'm manifesting,
And then
because
they'll all say "puede na," "puede," "puede."
puede na. Yeah, after I sing the chorus, they go puede na. So like, yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
All right, and Christmas plans as well for the holiday season. Are you gonna be with your family? Are you gonna be out of town? What's the deal for you?
Um, Honestly, catching up on my requirements and then having just some family time. Probably see the cousins, and yeah, that's about it. Like pretty simple, and maybe write a new song. So
Hmm. And last, do you have any message you want to give out to your friends and fans that are currently locked in?
yeah, actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned that, I've been getting some love a couple months back from some SB19 fans, which is like a pretty big deal.
Hmm.
You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing my songs and streaming it and really supporting local artists, local acts, and stuff like that. And yeah, like thanks to like all my friends who I couldn't stress this enough. Ever since the first time I've been here and the first time I put out a song, um, it really is my friends and the people who supported me. They're the ones who kind of like pushed me to keep making songs and keep sharing them to other people. And without them, none of that would be. Um, None of all of this would really happen without um, my friends. And yeah, a lot of opportunities came about because of the support that they gave. Like for example, as of recent, um, I've I've been starting to write songs for other people,
Mhm.
and it
Hmm.
became kind of like a passion project, a side thing of mine. That you know to kind of take myself out of my own artistic decisions and kind of like uh, give my work to other people and just to collaborate and stuff like that and to kind of spread my own to spread my network and stuff like that. So a lot of that happened. And yeah, it's just it all boils down to like the support of my friends. That's where it really came from. So yeah.
Lucas, when you're writing songs, what's that one song that you wish you have written? That's probably you heard. You're like, oh my goodness,
Oh,
I wish I wrote that song.
there's actually two songs that I really really wish I wrote. It's by an artist that I really look up to. His name is Adi. He
Mhm.
wrote Tahanan and Paraluman, which is so good. It's such a good
Can you give a sample?
composition. Sa unang tingin agad na humaling sa nanginingning mong mga mata. That song. So
Hmm.
yeah, and then it's so tender that the way that he wrote those songs, it just you really feel that he loves what he does, and it's kind of there's an actual story there. And yeah, it's just very inspiring. So I really wish I wrote that song.
All
Hmm.
right,
All right.
Kayla.
I will actually, I just wanted to ask because I know you mentioned these are both really good songs.
Mhm.
To you, what makes a song really good?
What makes a song really good? That's a difficult question. Um, I think one of the main things that makes a song really good is that after you listen to it, if you still remember the chorus, that's a good song. That's a sign of a good song. Another thing is if the f- if the intro to the first verse is already caught you, that means it's most probably a hit. And
Mm.
then um if it makes you turn up the music, like if turn up the volume, then it's probably a good song. So That's what I think.
Hey, there you have it.
Looking forward to more really good songs from you,
Yeah.
Lucas. Yeah.
And for
Hey.
2023 January, we're excited for your new single, May Joanna, which is coming out. That's gonna be out. So, diba? Congratulations! You have a great Christmas, my man.
Congratulations.
Christmas
Thanks so
wish.
much, guys.
What is it that you wanted to receive, if ever? You have. I mean,
Christmas wish.
Yeah, but for you, what would be that?
Uh,
To be a kid again. What would be that one wish?
damn. Okay, for everybody to stream my new song, Mapasaya. There you go.
Oh.
Hey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you
Lucas,
so
thank you
much,
very much.
Lucas.
All right,
Thank
you have a great
Thanks so
evening.
much for having me, you guys. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank
Take
you.
care, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Lucas Miguel. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Take care.
Thank you.
There you have it. Great songs. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Can't wait to hear. We're about to hear. This is a Monster exclusive. This is the first heard. You're about to hear his latest single. Of course, we'll play the old one first. Okay, and then I'll play the new single.
All right, let's
So we could feel both.
Okay, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Till then, thank you guys for watching. To all the fans of Lucas Miguel, my name is Rico Robles.
I'm Kayla Rivera.
This has been the Monster exclusive interview.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest.